Welcome back to Let's Play What the Labyrinth in School, where in the previous part it got sung as endings. Oh yeah, previous part, by the way, went over 50 minutes. I didn't realize at the time that would be an issue with Camtasia, even though I should have, knowing my bloody experience with it. The video goes over 50 minutes and it wasn't like recorded with Camtasia. Camtasia will be like, no, that's too big. Well, sometimes it's just a pain in the ass. It happened with my old capture card. It happens with the current capture card as well. It's like the longer the video, the more likely it is for Camtasia to be like, no. So I had to directly record the previous part with Camtasia, which meant just having it record for 51 minutes without, doing anything. Well, I was playing games at the time to pass time, because staring at the previous part for 50 odd minutes, and my god, I was playing that Cinemaker Project, either X, like I mentioned a few parts ago, and as I was playing that, I had it recording in the background, and when that freaking final boss music kicked in, it was so loud, I was like, fuck it, just plug in the headphones just so I can't hear it, because to try to play a freaking rhythm game, for crying out loud, and all I hear is it's like freaking overpoweringly loud. Anyway, we're gonna start a new game, but before I do that, would it be in download? Yeah. Gonna change the costumes to retro, just for the start, until we first meet So Young, essentially. Well. They're absolutely terrifying. I mean, like, compare that to that, to that, to that, to that. I mean, her one doesn't really look all that bad, but the thing about it that makes them extra creepy is they don't blink. And look, there's no blinking at all. If they could blink like they did in the original White Day, it wouldn't be so bad, but because they don't blink at all, it's so much more terrifying. Like hee-min, I mean, look at how different he looks there. That's freaking terrifying. I mean, that's something out of a horror movie right there, isn't it? That's like a freaking mask that's like a slasher villain would wear or some shit. That's creepy. Meanwhile, he doesn't really look all that different. He just looks a bit more dead in the eyes, really. It's kind of ironic, really. The antagonists, if you could see them as that, because they're the ones, you gotta watch out for, are the ones that, look the least scary. It's the main characters that look terrifying in a retro style. You know what I find weird, though, is that you can't change the woman that was also, the woman with was grieving and all that. You can't change her costume, even though she was actually in the original. And the thing about that is, there's also, like, on Hell Mode, like I said before, there's, like, these collectible figurines you get. You collect them all, and I think you unlock this costume, I think, by getting all of those. Or it could have been for the other guy. It's either this giant or the other one. And she's got a figurine there as well, and the figurines are basically all of the characters in the game, but in their retro style. So that's a bit odd that they have a retro style for that, but don't have the costume change. Don't have the option to change your costume at all. Look at that. Wait, no. It's more there. It's like... No. I think it's the lighting that changes his eyes there. Wait. Could it say... possibly say White Day on his hat there? Anyways. Retro. It's weird that she has a retro one, because I don't think she was in the original. But anyways, let's get the show on the road. I'm getting on the easiest difficulty just so I can get the notifications. Because, like, just to show how they would give you clues and stuff for puzzles, because they don't do that on high difficulties. I just want to give her a little gift along with her lost diary. But I was being consumed by the school. Look at that fucking face. I think that's what adds to the creepiness of it, is that you see the normal character models and how much expression they put into their faces, and then you've got the retro that has no change in expressions, no blinking, nothing. It's creepy. Wait, no, I think there was, yeah. Just picking stuff up, you know, even though, like I said in the previous playthrough, it's like I won't go out of my way to, like, you know, do all the stuff, like the ghost list and all that, because it's impossible to get all of that on low difficulties, even though some of the, ghost stories I was somehow able to pick up on normal mode despite remembering it not being possible when I first played it. But maybe that was because I didn't have all the updates and stuff. But yeah, I don't think you can get all of them on a difficulty lower than hard mode. I think there are at least some that are impossible to interact with. Which is why I, you know, service cannot be provided at time. Yeah, but not on very easy because you will get notifications from that. But yeah, that's why, like I kept saying, that's why I'd stop notifying me with the shit. I'm trying to talk. That's why I'd got the ghost list out of the way on hard mode first, you know. Can't do anything with that. Well, we can. It's just not until we got an item, which I'm not even going to bother with, because that's to do with the ghost list, and we've already completed the ghost list. That's why I picked hard mode to go with first, you know. There we go. To find what you seek, you must turn to on the lights. Very helpful advice. But yeah, you get these notifications, these texts that give you little hints. It's like, for the most part, it's like, well, no shit. But sometimes they're very useful. Like that one puzzle in the main building too with the what was it? With like the writing on the blackboard or green board, if you will, and like you turn on the lighter and you just see it, and it's just like, how does that make sense? And basically, the only context you'd really get to really figure it out, other than just observing it, looking at it, and looking at the numbers listed, is when you get a text message on Very Easy that pretty much gives you a hint as to what the puzzle is, how it should be solved. Which is a bit weird, admittedly, because when I first played it, with like none of the patches and on normal difficulty, it doesn't even matter either way with that, because on normal difficulty you don't get them regardless, those messages. So I had to freaking look it up because I was inevitably got stuck on most of the puzzles. Find someone else in the school.
How do we get in?
Yeah, I wonder how we can do it. Oh my, you totally startled me just then.
Terrifying.
So I didn't know you guys were here. Jeez, you guys scared me too. I mean, my God, what happened to us? We used to have, like, different models. Now we look totally different.
Oh, I've seen him. He's a new transfer student.
Really?
Anyway, I'm leaving. See ya.
I'm Sung-ah Kim, homeroom 8.
I'm hee-min Lee, homeroom 8. So Young Han is in the same homeroom as you, right?
What? You're into So Young as well? Just like all the other boys. So why did you come to school at this hour?
I left soon here. It's...
Let's be a bit more dickish. This, like, in this form, he's a bit of a dick.
That's none of your business.
Fine. Keep it to yourself then. I'm glad that you're here. You are going to help me out.
Okay, what am I going to help you with? No! Why should I help you?
Look, don't be a jerk about it. Come on!
It's weird because I never pick those choices, so it's like not as familiar with the dialogue for them.
Ji-hyeon and I didn't know what we were gonna do.
It's like a thou must
Goodness, a guy like you showed up.
situation. It's like, no, you cannot be like, no, I'm not gonna help you.
I didn't agree to nothing, lady. I was like, why should I help you? And you're just like, don't be a jerk, come on. And I forgot to...
Welcome! First time in the girls' bathroom?
Okay, just what kind of help do you need in here? So you want me to stand here and wait until you're done in there?
What are you talking about? Pervert. I left my book in the home ec room. I can't get in because it's locked. I happen to know that the keys are in the auto shop classroom, but it's locked as well. But you can crawl through that vent up there and get me the keys.
Alright, now you do it.
You want me to do it myself?
It really is. Thou must.
No, you do it.
Please, pretty please, with lots of sugar on top.
Oh my god, really?
No, I said you do it.
Jeez. You're really not going to help? We'll need a
What?
ladder, and we'll also also need some sort of cutting tool. Why don't you look around?
It's like, it doesn't matter if you're just like outright saying no. They even added extra dialogue, but they're essentially just like, no player would pick that choice. Clearly not. I'd imagine if Call Me Kevin played this game, he would pick that choice. He's always just like, he'll always choose the opposite of what the game wants him to do.
If you look around the school, you'll be able to find the things you need.
Your hand model looks different as well. Well, the whole model is different, isn't it? It's the same uniform, but, you know, terrifying face. Because it doesn't blink. I mean, out of all the character models, I think hee-min, Lee's character model, is the most terrifying. Man, can you imagine if they had retro models for all of the costumes? That'd be interesting. Well, granted, most of them are, you know, DLC, so it's like, oh no, you have to pay for that. I remember the Christmas one. I remember, like, on Steam, like, seeing some post about it. It's like, no man, the DLC for Christmas one is free. It's just like, yeah, Steam only, though, by the looks of it. I'm not sure if it's even free anymore. But not for the PS4 version, that's for damn sure. It's like, here is some Christmas DLC. It's like, happy holidays, oh, but you still have to pay for it because, you know, we gotta make some money here. It's just like, it's not a free gift for Christmas or anything, you know. I just, forgot to pick up the ladder. I didn't even realize you could actually take all that off without the ladder. I don't think I've ever done that. It's just like, sure, he's tall enough to freaking get that off, but not tall enough to climb up. Humanly, you're very inconsistent with what you can and can't do. Wait, wasn't there? Yep. Wonder how much progress we'll make here. Will it be the same as last time? Like, the first part of a playthrough will always end, like, as soon as we resolve this whole thing here. It happened in the first playthrough, it happened in the second playthrough, but will it happen in the third? That's what you get, you son of a bitch. Saying that I don't look all that different, my old and my newer model, as if wait, is it an insult or a compliment? I don't know, and I don't care, you asshole. I mean, I guess his model does look a bit different. It's just the eyes kind of remain more or less the same.
If you want to live, run from the janitor.
You should say run and hide, really, because you can hide technically as well. But yeah, you get a lot of these pointless text messages on very easy. Some of them are helpful, but most of them are just kind of like, you know, just really easy. And, you know, you'd be like, well, no shit, like. But like I say, when it comes to some puzzles, very useful the first time you play the game. Although I don't know how many people would start the game on very easy, and I guess there would be. When I play a game, I usually start on the normal difficulty. And then switch to easy mode if it ends up being too tough. But very easy, that's a bit, overkill on the easiness.
The way you need to take is hidden in the acquired documents.
That I haven't picked up yet. There it is. In the original, there would be an alarm that would play the whole time. It would not stop if you read anything or pause the game or anything. I'm not sure about pausing the game, but definitely when you're reading documents, it would still be in the background. They clearly must have been aware of that, and were like, no, we'll make it a lot more, easier in this one, because it's it's really loud. Well, it's not that it's obnoxiously loud, it's that it just doesn't stop until you solve the puzzle. It takes longer to solve the puzzle in the original as well. I mean, the puzzle in the original isn't difficult from what I recall. It's just that, you don't immediately solve it within a matter of, seconds, because you have to actually get to the room and shit. It's different in the original. It has you going through the home ec room, which is a room we still haven't had access to, because you can only access it on hell mode or in ji-hyeon, I think her name was, the extra character. Because you get to play as her if you, have cleared one of So-young's endings, and, you play through the game again after that. You also got to find all the doodles on the wall as well in order to trigger her appearance in the next playthrough after that, which she appears in every other playthrough afterwards. And if you pick the right choices, you could potentially get to play as her. Her little route is a lot briefer than hee-min's Lee's main route here. She has 2 endings.
Oh. Huh. Not bad. Thanks a lot.
Even though you were a dick.
This girl seems dangerous. I think John is crazy too. No, I'm gonna continue being a dick here. Next time, do it on your own.
Nobody likes an unchivalrous man.
It's the first.
Oh, but did you know? This school used to be a hospital during the Korean War. Rumor has it
I like how she just gets cut off
so
in the
many
English
people
version
died
there.
here during that time. Maybe the rumor's true. I mean, especially on a night like this. Oh! Did I scare you? I guess you don't like ghost stories, huh? Oh, the doors are probably all locked by now. They lock all the doors after 10. Except for the lecture hall lobby, that is. If we want to leave, we have to go to the lecture hall. You know the new building, lecture hall, and here are all connected, right? Here. This is the key to that hallway there. Could you open it on your way out? Go ahead. I still have something to do.
Yeah, well, as I was saying through that conversation now, that dialogue, I've not actually, never actually heard some of the dialogue that I just heard, because I never picked the other choices. So, that's a first for me.
Huh? You didn't leave yet? What, are you scared? You chicken?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I was just thinking it's like hee-min Lee, His appearance reminds me of freaking Michael Myers from the freaking Halloween series, you know. He's just got no expression on his face. It's like he's wearing a mask, pretty much, isn't it? It's like unblinking, no change of emotion. You know, it's fitting to pick the more dickish choices with that in mind there, isn't it? We'll play a little further this time. Only a little further, though. I'm too old for this shit. This stupid bastard with his mask.
That was close. If you sneak in at night, the janitor gets terribly angry. If he catches you, the punishment is harsh.
What's with your hair, ji-hyeon? It looks kind of odd. It looks crazy. Punishment? Is that what you call punishment?
What do you mean? Anyway, he's nice in the daytime. You're the transfer student. I'm in your homeroom. Remember?
Well, let's continue with this whole, you know, being a bit of an arse.
Are you saying earlier right now? I don't think I do. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. You only just got here. I'm ji-hyeon Sol. You're hee-min Lee, right? Anyway, what are you doing here at this hour?
I'm just running some errands. I have something to give to So Young.
Oh, really? Tell me something. I always see you alone. Don't you have friends?
Got you. Don't worry about it. I like being alone.
You know what? Let's go. It's just like all these choices have just been him being like, kind of a dick. But then he just be like, I've got you.
Huh? Oh. Yeah, that's right. But you'll make more soon. Okay, I'm going to go now. Be careful.
I mean, that's terrifying, isn't it? Imagine after all that. I mean, he looks nothing like that in the retro model, does he? Imagine that. Just like, you're talking to someone who looks like that. Looks like their whole face is a mask. It's got no change in facial expression. It's like they've had so much plastic surgery that their face is in a permanent state of contempt for life and everything. Just like, completely dead inside. And they're just like, they act like a complete dick, and then all of a sudden, when you ask, just like, so, you got any friends? It's like, I've got you. It's like, ah! Lighter.
Notice.
Let's just pick up some shit in here. Yeah, blah 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 blah. What's this? Keys are not the only things that can unlock things. Use a token of the same element on a seal to break it. Yeah, it's pretty obvious, but, you know, just in case you're just like, oh, that's what it's for. I mean, granted, you could end up backtracking the way you came, like I've done before, and, like, just end up, like, being like, what was I supposed to do again? You're supposed to do that. You know, the save point is, actually, so just, let's wait. Or maybe, no, I think it was on the other staircase.
Always look around for clues. For example, you can find some unexpected information inside the janitor's mailbox.
I mean, they're pretty much pointing you right in the direction you need to go right there. That's the thing with very easy mode. It pretty much holds your hand, but on any other difficulty, it's like, figure it out on yourself, asshole. Oh, but... You know what? Fuck it. Let's go backtrack all the way to the starting area so I can save the game. We're over 30 minutes already. Running around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. Something, keep getting in. It'll set you free. Follow me, set me free. Just me and we will escape from the city. I'll make you free from me to you. Follow me. Bam, 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 bam. Anyways, that'll do for this recording and part. So, I'll actually keep the retro models as they are until after the tree bit, you know? Just so we see everyone's character models by then, you know? With the retro look, and then I'll change them back to, should I change them back to their... I think I'll change it to their updated... Wait, no, not the updated, the extra character ones that you unlock. And then after that, in the next playthrough, then I'll switch them back to their normal outfits and all that, you know, and the basic costume clothes from there on out and all that. You get the idea. So I'll see you next time, viewers. See you next time.